Okay, here we go. All right, no editing. Hi, Nicoline.
Hi, Bradley. Hi.
Here we are for the Repossible podcast, but as well, we're on YouTube here, on the Repossible YouTube channel, and I have Nicoline Huizinga with me today. And we always say, oh, we're going to talk through something, and then we hit record later, and then
Yeah,
I mention all these things that we should have recorded. So I hit record, and we're just going to jump on in.
yeah,
And today we are talking about your upcoming alignment retreat.
yes,
May
absolutely.
10 to
Yeah,
12. And it's in the Netherlands in
yes,
real life.
absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. Yeah,
Wow.
and we're so looking forward to it. And I'm saying we because I'm not the only host. I'm hosting it together with Josta Kolkman, and she is a mindfulness expert. And yeah, so we joined our forces, and we'll be hosting the retreat together. So she will be bringing in the mindfulness practices and the inner peace that we're all looking for. And I bring in the element of, okay, how can we make your business be successful in the way you want it to be
Yeah.
successful and in on your terms? So that combined, I think that's a very powerful combination.
Wow. And she was just in Mexico on
Yes.
some sort of retreat-ish, or at least a
Yeah.
personal retreat
Yeah.
of some
Yeah.
sort. So hopefully we'll be learning something from her experiences there as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I spoke to her about her experience in Mexico. She was there for almost 3 months, and she had an amazing time. She had an amazing time. So she will be sharing some great insights from those months in Mexico.
You know, this might sound silly, but so when I first met my wife, we went on a trip around the world for a year. And when we came back, I'll never forget. We get off at the train station in Arnhem, and her mother picked us up. And the first thing she says was, "Oh, the construction! You guys wouldn't believe what has happened here. All this change at the construction of the train station, and it's just crazy. And I had to park over here, and I can't do this anymore." And it was a like smack into reality of, you have your experience, even if it's life altering experience of, we just took we took the Trans Mongolian Express through Mongolia and Siberia for 10
Yeah.
days. And we arrived, and the first comment is about the traffic and the construction, right? My long backstory here, meaning I'm really interested to see what did Yosta experience in Mexico,
Mm,
and seeing that like outer body, out of world experience, and
yeah.
bringing that into the poor souls who just like, I don't know, stay home and work or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
We,
Well, the thing is, I could say a little bit about that because what I know what she will be bringing in there is the ability for us all to like look inwards and really find what we want to be doing here and what we want to
wow,
bring into this world. And I know that she has, I mean, she's an expert at that. She calls herself the inner peace catalyst.
wow,
And she is all about that, and how to get there is through meditation, through mindfulness. And she will be guiding us through those days, like, okay, reconnect with yourself and your true desire. Like, what is it that I really want to be doing, and how can I do that? And that's, she has the amazing ability to help people reconnect to themselves. And then I have the ability to translate that into feasible plans and actions, like,
wow,
okay, then what are you going to do? So I think that's the power of our combination, I would say.
wow. So I was even jokingly thinking to myself, if it's only one or the other,
Yeah.
then that's fine on their own. But like, I could also walk away from the experience and say, "Yay, that was fun, and life changing,
Yeah.
yay!" But then knowing you as I do, you're not going to let me out of there with a plan, with a,
Exactly.
roadmap for here's the steps you're going to do
Yeah.
here on out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And that's the beauty of it, that Yosta has the wonderful ability to help people reconnect to the dream and to the desire and to
Wow.
their gold, basically. And then I can help you translate into, okay, what are you actually going to be doing, and how can this be a great business model for your business? So it's and reflection and contemplation, and it's reviewing, realigning, and then it's actually, okay, then what am I going to do, and how am I going to do it? And that I think we're going to do that in 2 days, and people will be like, whoa, this is great. And the venue is so beautiful. It's beautiful in nature. It's in Zeeland in the Netherlands, which is near the sea, and it's such a beautiful location. So it's ideal for reflection, realignment, and action. Basically, that's yeah. We definitely chose this
Wow.
location because of that.
Yeah. Wow. What a fantastic combination.
Mm.
And it was funny. I was going to say, I want to go, but then I am going.
You are going. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I'm really happy that you are, because, the people who will be there, the people who already signed up, are just amazing people, including yourself. And I think that's the most important thing, that we don't just let anyone join. We're kind of picky who we want
Yeah.
in the retreat, because you have to be a certain person, because the sense of community is a huge one in this retreat. So that's why we want diversity of people, and people who can help each other, support one another,
Yeah.
who are
Yeah.
there for one another. They may not necessarily be in the same business, but
Right.
they can be. But it's
Yeah.
really all about, you know, yeah, creating community, and that even when the retreat is done, that people still feel connected and feel like, oh, I really created friendships for life here.
Yeah. Wow. No, and just the fact that it's in person. I mean, here we are in April of 2022, and
Mm,
I'm going to a conference in London that I went to 2 years ago,
yeah,
and, haven't been to really a conference or anything since.
yeah,
And just the fact that it's in person is just almost mind-boggling these days.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
true.
mean,
Yeah,
even knowing what we get out of Zoom groups and accountability as much
yeah,
as we can, but
yeah.
this is different. This is
It is
really something.
different. It
Yeah.
is different. Nothing beats like live conferences and being together, and well, to be together physically, because you really need other people's energy around you, right? And
Yeah.
and still we have enough room to find some time for yourself, and to reflect, and to just sit somewhere. There is this wonderful bench at the venue, and it just overlooks the fields of Zeeland, and it's
Oh.
such a beautiful place. And I cannot wait to just sit there and write in my journal and just have that view. I think that's definitely amazing. So yeah,
So,
it's
so
perfect.
speaking of the bench and the view, can you tell us a little bit more about the practicalities? So it's May 10th to 12th, and
Yes.
it's 10th, like afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
afternoon of the 12th.
Yeah, so the 10th, we're going to start at 5,
Okay.
5 in the afternoon. So we have some time for people to travel if they have to. And then we're going to start with a cacao ceremony that Josta will be doing. And then, of course, we will have people getting to know one another. And then we will have the 11th, the full day in the evening, and the 12th, we're going to end around 3-ish in the afternoon. and we're going to end on a high. I know what we're going to do, and it's going to be amazing. So yeah, it's almost 2 full days, and it's going to happen in Scharendijke in Zeeland. And so we still have a few spots left to fill. So yeah, just check with us if you're interested.
And I don't know where that is, but is that you can get there by train from, or can somebody pick somebody up by train maybe? Or
so I don't think the village itself has a train station, but we can always arrange something for a pickup. That's always possible because we will be going by car.
And then so it's 2 nights. So does the fee, does that include the lodgings, or can you tell us a little bit more about like the cost and the accommodation or whatnot?
The fee includes, of course, the program, the training materials, all the food, and non-alcohol drinks, and the housing are like 2-bed apartments, and which means that you could be sharing an apartment, not necessarily, but it could be. So we have those great apartments. We have the lovely food because we will be bringing our own chef, so it includes basically everything. All you need to bring is yourself. That's all you need, and some clothes. A toothbrush.
Oh wow. Okay. And what is the fee?
So the fee is 747 euros plus VAT. And the nice thing is, if people sign up through your link that you will be sharing here, they get a 50 euro discount.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. So that fee includes the program, the accommodation. That includes everything.
It includes everything.
And you're there for 2 or it's like 4. It's like 48 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 full days. Okay. 2 nights, 2 full days down in Zeeland.
Yeah.
Oh wow! With a bench and a view and a fire pit, I think you mentioned.
Yes. We're going to have a fire a pit, and we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing that on Wednesday evening. We're going to have a storytelling evening by the fire. So that alone is worth it.
Yeah. Oh, great! I can't wait. It's just a few weeks. Like time is just flying. You know, and one thing you had mentioned about this alignment, you had talked about like the new year and the New Year's resolutions, and how even though it's May, for some weird reason, I still feel like it's the beginning of the year for some reason. Yeah. So I still feel like we have a chance to make this year what we want it to be. So that's what I'm looking to get out of this. Is I've got some plans for the year, so let's make it really happen.
Yeah, and that's what we're aiming for, because it's still possible, and we know how it works, right? When you create those beautiful plans at the beginning of the year, and then just life happens as we go along, and then at some point you're like, wait, what happened to my plan? So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to either reconnect you to the plan that you made in January, or we're going to help you to create a great plan for the rest of the year, so 2022 will be your best year ever.
Yeah. All right. Great.
Absolutely.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Me too. Me
Good.
too. I'm excited.
All right. So anybody watching or listening on the podcast, come join us. I'll put a link in the show notes and down below here on YouTube. Great. And come join us May 10th to 12th, 2022.
Yes.
Just to double check in case you're listening to this way in the future. And it sounds like it's going to be a New Year's resolution in May.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Wow. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Nicoline, for being on. And I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.
Yeah, me too.
Bye.
Bye.